Hey, imagine we're in a cozy cafe, sipping our coffee and chatting about the latest tech buzz. So, Microsoft 365, right? It's become a household name for so many businesses and students alike, thanks to its plethora of productivity tools. Now, I've come across something that's been tickling my brain for a while, and I thought I'd share the ins and outs of protecting those precious morsels of information within Microsoft 365 Data Loss Prevention, or DLP for short. Now, hang tight, I'm about to take you through a dive into this world step by step, no fancy jargon required, just friendly conversation. You see, DLP in Microsoft 365 is sorta like that friend who's always aware when you're holding something too close to your eyes or sharing a secret. It's there to protect sensitive data, ensuring that it doesn't leave the digital oven that is your organization without proper permissions. Picture this as having a set of guards around valuables, but instead of guarding a museum, they keep an eye on your emails, shared files, and even chats to make sure those valuable bits of data don't wander off on their own. To start things off, if you've got the senior cloud architect hat on, understanding the strategic importance of DLP isn't just a nice-to-have but downright essential, especially with regulations tighter than a drum these days. DLP helps keep personal information like credit cards or healthcare data, which if it leaked, would be as embarrassing as forgetting to cover your dish at dinner, confidential and, when needed, compliant with the rules. Let's break down the architecture behind DLP policies in Microsoft 360. Imagine a fortress constructed not just with stones and mortar, but with advanced surveys and watchful sentries. It includes services like Exchange Online, SharePoint Online, OneDrive for Business, and Microsoft Teams. And they're always on guard, with a keen eye for patterns that don't belong, like repeated attempts to share honey documents or credit card numbers that have more to them than just their value. And here's what you do, as a seasoned IT connoisseur, you'd set these policies much the way you'd set rules in a game, defining when and where the sensitive data can go next. It could be as simple as locking up certain documents away from the prying eyes of the regular office users. You'd be like the person ensuring the secret treasure map doesn't fall into non-allies' hands. So, now that you are familiar with the game, the technical setup, let's say goodbye to the nitty-gritty of implementation because, and this is a real gem, configuring DLP policies is like baking a delicate souffle. You have to be precise in your measurements, whether it's identifying the types of sensitive data or setting up user roles and permissions. Remember, too strict, and you might smother your workflow, too loose, and the sensitive data may just slip through the net. Now, we move on to the troubleshooting bit. I'm talking about the time when the souffle cracks or doesn't come out right. You find issues with DLP policies, and there they are. Often it's a misplaced link or a shared document outside controlled environments. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to pinpoint where things went sour and rectify with tweaks and fixes, like adjusting the oven's temperature or timing. Finally, my friend, best practices in deploying DLP policies are as important as good seasoning in cooking. It's about knowing your environment and understanding what's considered sensitive. Just like every good dish needs seasoning, understanding and applying best practices ensures DLP policies enhance data protection without throwing a wrench in the workflow. Regular reviews of the policies, much like tasting your dish as you go, help in ensuring the recipe, protection, is right on the mark. And now, it's time to wrap it all up. With this knowledge in hand, Microsoft 365 DLP is like that secret ingredient that takes your recipe to the next level of data security and, when mastered, provides a layer of protection that keeps your sensitive information and compliance straight. Students. So, before I carry on with my next cup of joe, make sure to visit neeraj.qzz.io and subscribe to TechLab. You catch a glimpse of the unseen, the unsaid, and make your company's digital fortress even more impregnable. Until next time, keep the data in and the unwelcomed access out.